Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are continuing the whole one brand looks. And today we are talking about Charlotte Tilbury. This is a brand a lot of you guys have told me you think is overpriced. Honestly, I agree. I think some of the stuff is quite overpriced. So I am going to do nearly a full face. I've got eyeshadow to talk about, foundation. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I have a lot of the pillow talk items, which I know we're all sick of pillow talk, but it's still popular. So we're going to talk about that in today's video. If you want to see more one brand looks, I did full face of MAC Cosmetics, and then I also did a full face of drugstore makeup that was mostly Wet n Wild, but other drugstore brands. If you are new, please subscribe. I upload 4 videos a week. I just love makeup, and I'm currently on a no-buy, so I am enjoying what I have. And so, yeah, I've had these products for a while and yeah, I'm excited. So let's just get into this. Before I apply any makeup to my face, let me just tell you about the 4 different eyeshadow palettes that I have. So I have 2 of her limited edition palettes. This is the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize. I really like this one. So these larger palettes are $75. I do try to get them on sale. On sale, I think these larger palettes are worth it. The formula I think is smooth, pigmented, easy to work with. This one is Smoky Eyes Are Forever. And then her permanent large palette, which is what I want to do a look with today, is the Pillow Talk palette. So I think if you can get these $75 palettes on sale, I think they're worth it. $75 is a lot. I mean, you can get a Natasha Denona palette for $69. So that's something to think about. I also have this quad and I like it. I don't love it. These are $53. And this one is the Bella Sophia. I think this is not as good as the larger palettes. It's fine. It's nice, but this is not worth $53 in my humble opinion. So those are my thoughts on the eyeshadow palettes. Let's go ahead and do a look with the Pillow Talk palette. So this one is neutral and pink tone. I admit, this looks more boring in the pan than it does on the eyes. On the eyes, I think it is prettier. So I'm going to start with one of the matte pink shades, which is from the trio called Desk. So they're called Day, Desk, Date, Dream. Okay, okay, we get it. We get it, Charlotte. It's supposed to take you from daytime to work to a date to dreaming. Are you putting on makeup to go to sleep? I don't get it. Oh my gosh, that's actually funny because that is something that everyone always quotes about Charlotte Tilbury is that apparently in some interview, I don't know if this is even true, but I've heard other people say it, that she said she wears makeup to bed so that her husband doesn't see her without makeup. Is that true? I've heard multiple people say that. Um, if that's true, that's interesting. Personally, I wouldn't wear makeup to bed. It would get all over my pillowcase anyway. I'd be worried about clogging my pores. I don't know. Not sure. Apparently, that was in some interview somewhere. I guess I should have fact checked it myself. Let's go with this dark brown there. And then one product that I don't have anymore that I'll talk about later that I panned is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. So I'm not going to be using that in this video. But so I do think these apply nicely and pretty easily. And I think the mattes blend out nice. So I think this is a really nice palette. I do. Don't think the quads, I don't even think the quads are worth it on sale, to be honest. $53, it's a lot. So I'm going to go with this light. This is like kind of like a rose gold type shade. I think the shimmers are really nice and smooth, and I don't actually feel like I need a wet brush with these. I mean, that's a really pretty shade. Beautiful, like rose gold. So then we're gonna go with these 2 more pinky metallics. So yeah, I really think that this palette looks more exciting on the eyes than it does in the pan. So this one I'm really glad I have. And I was actually sad that she didn't release any of these larger palettes this holiday season, like she did other years. She released those single eyeshadows, which are crazy expensive for one eyeshadow. I was like, okay, I'm not interested in that. So personally, I hope she releases more of these 12 pan palettes. And then let's go a little bit with this pink matte. So I feel like let's get some more pink going here. All right, so I'm just gonna blend this out a bit and we'll talk about the rest of the face. I don't have any face primer from Charlotte Tilbury, but I have tried her Magic Cream, which is supposed to be like a moisturizing makeup-based type of product. I have to say I really, really liked it, but I think the price is absurd. The full size is $100 for like 2 ounces or maybe even less. So I just don't think that's worth the price at all, even though it is nice. If it was like $50, I would probably buy that, but I just think the price is crazy. So don't have anything like that anymore. I put on the Fourth Ray Beauty Pore Primer, which I love. And so I don't have the Hollywood Flawless Filter anymore. I finished mine up completely. I loved that product. But now that e.l.f. has come out with this, I just don't feel the need to spend more. That one was $44. This is $14. For me, they do the exact same thing. I have shade 1 in this. I did a comparison when those came out. I think shade 1 is a bit darker in the e.l.f., but for me, I use it as like an all over like glow type product. So the exact shade to me doesn't really matter that much because I'm mixing it in with my foundation. So I do have this foundation from her, the Beautiful Skin Foundation. And I have this in my tan shade 7 Warm because I bought this last year when I got back from, I think, Hawaii. And so it matched me really well then. It's definitely a bit dark for me now, so you have been warned. But so this foundation, how much is it? I think it's like $47, $45. I actually really like this. So it's a bit of a glowy foundation, but it lasts well throughout the day. This is one of the items I would say is definitely worth it. And I think it's on par with like price-wise with some other high-end products. So I don't actually think that the price is that ridiculous, especially compared to some of her other items. So yeah, you can see this is definitely a bit dark for me, but we'll figure it out. And then I'll lighten it up with some concealer. I don't have any concealer from this brand and I've never tried it. I think she has like those light wand concealer or something like that. I don't remember, but I have never tried it. Okay, if you watched my Deck of Panning update, you would have seen I'm trying to use up a bunch of samples. So I have this Morphe concealer sample, so I combined those 2 shades. And I'm trying to kind of lighten up the foundation a little bit since it is a little bit too deep for me right now. So yeah, this is helping a lot. Oh, this Morphe concealer seems nice. I don't know. I wouldn't buy it. I just have these samples that I'm trying to use up. Okay, set my face with my Beauty Bakery powder. And speaking of powder, I completely panned this Charlotte Tilbury powder. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. It's $45. I finished it like 2 years ago. I still have the compact. This is nice, but not worth the price. End of story on that one. I have 2 different face palettes here. I have the, what is this called? Film Star Bronze and Glow. Some of the names are so long. As you can tell, I really like this. I've hit pan on the highlighter and the contour shade. This is the light version. There's also a deeper version. I really like this. This is $68 and I got it for 20% off at the Sephora VIB sale like 4 years ago, and I still think this is great. So I'm going to use the contour shade from this. So yeah, personally, this has served me very, very well. I've gotten a lot of use out of it, obviously, and I've had it for a long time and it's still going strong. So I think for me, this definitely has been worth it. So, and then we're gonna go with this face palette, the Nudegasm. And this one I think I also got at the Sephora VIB sale last year for 20% off. I'm not Rouge anymore though, which is exciting, but I like these shades. I like the blush and I like the highlighter. So for me, this has definitely been worth it. I'm gonna just mix both of these and just kind of use them as bronzer. So I do think she has some good face palettes. I really do. Okay, Pillow Talk. Let's go to that. This might be my favorite blush of all time. I love it so much. I think it's, yeah, $45. So this again, I got 20% off. So I think a lot of these products for me have been worth it at a discount. Some of the stuff like the quads, I don't even think it's worth it at a discount, but that's just my opinion. But this is such a nice blush. It blends in so easily. It just looks nice on the face. So Pillow Talk blush for me, it's just really good. It's possibly my favorite blush of all time. I think it's amazing. So we'll just put some of that on. So yeah, I just feel like it just goes on really nicely. And then I'm going to use which highlighter should I use? The one from Nudegasm or this? Let's use the one from Nudegasm, and then the one from the Film Star palette is more subtle. So I'll just actually use that as finishing powder. I do like that none of her highlighters are like glittery or chunky. They're really smooth and really pretty. So I really think the face products, I think they're pretty nice. All right, and then go to this one and use this as finishing powder, just to kind of blend all this together. All right, so I am going to finish up my makeup and then we have lip products to talk about. Final look, I gotta say I like it. It's very beautiful. I love the eyeshadow. I love the foundation. Let's talk lip products. So, Pillow Talk. Yes, we've heard about it a million times. I am very late to the party. My husband got me the Pillow Talk lip set for Christmas, which was the lip liner, the gloss, the lipstick, and then the balm. And I actually like all of these except the gloss. This is such a mediocre lip gloss. Oh my gosh, I would not recommend it at all. So I am wearing the Pillow Talk lip liner. So let me give you a swatch of that. You've seen it. It's like a pinky neutral. And then I'm wearing the Pillow Talk lipstick, which I gotta say, so I have this mini size that came in that set. Now that I have this, I'm kind of thinking it's worth the hype. Let me tell you why in a second though. And then the balm. This is actually really nice. It's like a hydrating version of the lipstick, basically. This gloss, so I'm wearing the lip liner, the lipstick, and the gloss. This gloss it's minty. I don't know, it's so mediocre. I can't get over it. I have such better lip glosses from like ColourPop. It sometimes kind of feels like if you put too much on, it breaks up the lipstick underneath. So the gloss I do not recommend. It has an adorable heart-shaped applicator though. So it gets a win for that. Now, I had never bought the full-size Pillow Talk lipstick because years ago I bought this full-size lipstick from her, which is in Bitch Perfect. Now, this is the KISSING formula. This is the Matte Revolution formula. And actually, some of you guys told me that the Matte Revolution formula is better. And now that I have tried them, I agree. So the KISSING formula, this is the shade Bitch Perfect, which I really like. It's a beautiful peachy neutral. I just feel like this formula almost breaks up on the lips a bit, where I feel like the Matte Revolution, it's not too matte. And I don't know, I just think it looks better, it sits better on the lips. So personally, I do like that formula better. The KISSING, which is a more satin formula, I don't like it as much. Alrighty, so that was it for this full face of Charlotte Tilbury. Let us know what you think. I think some of the products are really worth it. Some are definitely overhyped, like the powder and the quads. Foundation, I think, is really nice. I feel like this finish looks really, really pretty. And yeah, I do like the face palettes a lot. I like the larger eyeshadow palettes. Some of the lip products, this gloss, oh my gosh, I would not buy that. So anyway, that is it for this video. Let us know what you think. And if you want to see the other full face videos, check out the makeup looks playlist. And I also hope to do this with Pat McGrath and maybe a couple other brands. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.